All right, shalom, shalom, for the Lexi Koro Yahweh, Bashem, Yahshua, Bashem, Gokdash, the Marcel's Pascal, Yahshua, Toshi, Citation of Like Israel. This is going to be a quick lesson. Basically, that, humility, we gotta, and basically, we won't get none unless you be humble. And the Lord, He rewards the humble. This is Micah 7:9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against Him. And this is what we're doing. Bearing the indignation of the Lord. And a part of that is to be in humility until He plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold His righteousness. See? And so until the Lord pleads our cause, we got to go through the humility. We have to be humble. This is why we go through a lot of shit that seems abnormal, that don't seem like what the hell. Because, we have to be humble. So we can't be all up boasting yourself. Because we're all still, even now, we're all still learning. So if you feel like you're not, or you can't, or you feel like you don't have to learn, or there's nothing for you to learn, you're going off. You're not humble. Just in life, man. This is just what we got to go through. So we got to take the low road. We got to be humble. I'm not saying you can't have your financial shit out. That's cool. But be humble with it. Be humble in a humility person. Being humility. And this thing is true. And the Lord, He sees that, and He's going to reward you for that. And give, the reward. Ultimately, man, give everything to the Lord. Man, I don't even give shit to myself. But give it all to the Lord. When something good happens to you, Duwadi Yahweh Shemel Shah. When something bad happens to you, Duwadi Yahweh Shemel Shah. Give it all to the Lord. Because at the end of the day, Lord, it could have been worse, and the Lord got you out of it. So, that's a part of being humble in this thing. It's always giving credit to Yahweh Shemel Shah. Because at the end of the day, you're just a vessel who the Lord used to do it, because we know that the Lord controls all things. James 4:6. But He giveth more grace, wherefore He saith, the Most High resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. So He resists the proud. He resists the proud and gives grace unto the humble. So there you go. He gives us grace. He gives us leeway. He winks at us. He winks at us when we go off. Because we're humble. Because we're trying. He sees that we're trying. He sees that we're pushing. Striving for perfection. Learn to follow for you, and then for you brothers who want to be, and then for you people who want to be leaders, like, I want to be you not humble. Take your role and grow with it. Because at the end of the day, when you in the spiritual realm, everything, the rank and file, everything's going to change, and that's not even what matters. What matters is doing the will of the Lord. None of that matters, man. See, none of that matters. It matters, to keep order. That's where it matters. But the way that y'all make it seem, none of that. It's not I'm a tutor. No, he better. No, man. What we're here to do is to do the will of the Lord. Is to do the work of Yahweh Shemel Shah. That's what we're here to do. Submit yourselves, therefore, to the power. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. And that be Satan. For you boasting and shit, you're not submitting to the Lord. Because the Lord told us to be humble. So you got to submit yourself to Yahweh Shemel Shah fully. Get into the scriptures, man. Understand, know the fear of the Lord. Study, man. Do what we got to do, man. Do the work of the Most High. And resist the devil, which is the things of the world, the distractions, the offness, man, the demons that plagues the mind. Oh, that's the devil, bro. And how do you resist it? You cast it out, cool. It's not about. But at the end of the day, if you're not studying, if you're not doing the work of the Lord, that devil's still beating you in that aspect. You're still getting beat. Because you're not pushing as you should be pushing. This is 2 Corinthians 12:9. And He said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, I I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of the Mashiach may rest upon me. Because, through this hell, through this burning, through our times of weakness, we become stronger. And we knowing that Yahweh Bashim Shah has our back. We know that the Lord He got us, that He's still dealing with us. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities and reproaches, in necessance, in persecution and distress for the Mashiach's sake. But when I am weak, then I am strong. Because you're able to go through shit that nobody else can go through and come out of it. Because at the end of the day, you keep the faith of the Lord. You keep calling upon Yahweh Bashim El Shah. So when we go through our reproach, when we go through our hell, your humility, you go through your bullshit of life, when you go through the stress, when you feel like the world, everything's against you, which it is, but in the end of the day, we're doing it for what? Yahweh Bashim El Shah's sake. So in the end of the day, there's a reason to what we're doing it for. At the end of the day, there's an end all to be, and it will be all. Then at the end of the day, there is something great, and you're doing this for a reason, and this is for Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim, Rakakudash. This is for the Lord. It's for Yahweh, Ba'ashim, El Shah, bro. This is for Yahweh, Ba'ashim, El Shah. So at the end of the day, Yahweh Shah, He went through it, and He told us to do what we got to do and preach the word. Go to our ways and byways, study. Man, we just got to do what we got to do and keep it moving and keep it pushing. So don't worry about none of the bullshit. Be humble, stay humble. You know what I'm saying? Continue to do the work. Get be rough, but continue to do the work. Don't get weak to the point that you're no longer able to do your videos by yourselves. Don't ever get too weak to that point. That's showing a sign of weakness. So we have to continue to do this work, man. Stay humble in this thing. Do not boast yourself. Because at the end of the day, you won't make it like that. The Lord don't deal with them. The Lord resists the proud. So He's not dealing with the proud. So humble yourself if that's you. If you're one of the people who's always trying to be out there and all back, man, humble yourself. Humble yourself. Humble yourself. Because ain't none of us is greater than Yahweh. None of us greater than the Lord. So humble yourself. For the end of the day, we're all flesh. We can die within seconds. Ain't nobody great here. There's only one good, and that's Yahweh. And also Yahweh Shah. And Yahweh Shah says there's only one good, and that's Yahweh. So we always got to remember that. We praise Yahweh Bashim El Shah. We praise Yahweh the Father and Yahweh Shah the Son. So at the end of the day, we got to be humble. Humble ourselves. If Yahweh Shah humbled himself, He went through the hell. Physically. And mentally. You think He couldn't just wipe them all out? He had the power to call down angels. You think He couldn't just... Nah, He humbled Himself. So, man, He had it way worse than us. So, hey. So, for the Lord, for the Lord, and for your own sake, for the sake of the Mashiach, Yahweh Shema Shah, humble yourself. And with that, like I say, call Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashim El Shah, Ba'ashim Kakadash, Damascus, Pastor Milso, Toshu, Say, Teacher, like Israel, Shalom.